Okay, so it's super warm in my room, so that's why I have both the window open and the fan on. And I can already tell that it's a very bad idea. But on the other hand, I don't want to die from the heat, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. Hello beautiful people of the internet. Okay, now before we begin this video, or dare I say video series, I know that this is not the content I usually make. I know that this does not belong on this channel and it doesn't fit on here and all that jazz, but it is something that I'm super interested in, something that I have been doing for the last half a year, and something that I've been completely obsessed with, and something that I actually wanted to make a video about for a longer time now. So I thought instead of having these casual videos popping up, I just get them all out of the way all at once and just do an entire week dedicated to videos about bullet journaling, because that's the thing that I'm so obsessed about, it's bullet journaling. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen, and if you don't like bullet journaling videos, then this has been your warning, but the next few videos that I'm going to post are all gonna be bullet journal related, and I don't regret anything because I really love bullet journaling. This is what my bullet journal looks like, and I recently finished it completely. So it's the first one that I owned, that I filled in, and also that I completed. So I kind of wanted to share that journey with you and make a lot of bullet journal themed videos because I've been obsessed with them recently, and I just felt like doing it myself, and this channel is still doing what I want to do, so here we go. Now, I didn't just start doing this for fun. Well, in a way, I did, but I also didn't, because I actually started this little bullet journal with the idea of trying to be more organized. I've always been a very chaotic person. I'm very bad at keeping things organized. My room is a mess. I literally only cleaned up like this part of my room so that it would look decent, but I can assure you it's not. It's all an illusion. It's not real. It's all fake. So yeah, I started bullet journaling because I wanted to get more organized, but I always felt like I had a really hard time with sticking to certain plans. So you have planners that have everything printed out already, so the calendars and the to-do lists and all that jazz, and for me it just didn't work, because some days I would write so many things that I had to do and other days I would do absolutely nothing. So personally for me they just didn't work out, because trust me, I have tried planners in the past and it didn't work. It never did. I also used to buy little agendas or diaries where I would write certain deadlines in and stuff, and even in school agendas or school diaries when I was younger, I would only write in my diary what the professor or the teacher wanted me to write in them. So they were trying really hard to make us organized, and it never really worked. So in the end I found out that being unorganized had a lot more downsides than it had upsides, because a lot of the time I just didn't really know when I had stuff planned because I didn't write them down, and then a friend would like text me and say, hey, how about tomorrow? And I was like, shit, did we plan something for tomorrow? So yeah, at some point I thought, you know what, I need to get my shit together, and since both the diaries and the planners weren't really something that worked for me, I started experimenting with bullet journals, because I've been seeing these things pop up more often on the internet and people talked about it more often, and although I didn't really know what it was at the beginning, I wanted to give it a shot, so I did, and now I'm absolutely hooked and obsessed with it. I love bullet journaling so much. What exactly is a bullet journal, you may ask? Well, it's super simple. Your bullet journal is basically your journal or your diary or your agenda, but it's not just that. It's not just your planner, it is everything all at once. So it could be, like I already mentioned, the planner, diary, agenda, all these things, but at the same time it can also be a diary, as in a Dear Diary kind of situation where you write down your thoughts. It can be a little brain dump kind of book where you can just spew out ideas that come to mind. For me, it can also be a place where I write down lyrics or chords to songs that I've written, although I haven't really done that yet because I usually use my phone for that, but I could perfectly use that as well. And it's basically all of the little notebooks that you could ever use all pressed into one, so that you have everything in one book. So again, as someone who is very unorganized, that seems so helpful to me. I started looking up how to bullet journal, and basically the reason why it works so well is because it is a very simple style style of notebooking, I guess. There is a certain structure to it since it's almost like an agenda kind of thing. It starts with a yearly log where you write in the events of the year, like big birthdays and big events that you already have planned, like wedding dates or festival dates. It can be all kinds of big stuff, basically. Then it is divided into monthly logs, which is like your monthly calendar, which you write in the things that you're going to do for that month. And then it goes even lower to weekly logs, where you can write in the things that happen every week or the things that you have to do that certain week. And then you can even go as far as to do daily logs, which I tried in the beginning and I ended up giving up because it ended up not really being something that was useful for me. But you can also do like daily logs and then have a daily setup and plan and kind of thing. So you can really go as in depth as you really want to, or not. And that's the fun thing about it. So it's basically a very personal way to get organized, just because you have everything you ever need in that little book. And the thing is, and that's why it's called a bullet journal, is that you write down the things that you have to do in little bullet points. And that is why it works so well, is because you don't have like big paragraphs of things that you have to do or that you need to get done, or I don't know. It's just little bullet points that determine when you have to do things. So that's why it's also very useful, because you write them down very shortly and you can also just cross it out when you're done. So it's very clear and very organized. And the fun thing about it is that you can be as blunt or as simple with it as you want to. At first I started mine off very blunt, because at first I really wanted to get more organized. Like that was the main deal for me. But I ended up being more creative with it, and now that's actually the part I love most about it. I can be creative with it and also get organized at the same time. And I have to say, I don't think I've ever been this organized in my life. Every evening before I go to bed, I actually reserve 15 minutes of my day to just make the plan of the day afterwards, which usually means double checking on which hour I have to start working, looking up the bus and train to get there, and then just little daily tasks like tidying my room, which I haven't done in a long while, but also little shopping things that I need to get. So it's really cool to have just everything all in one place. So yeah, I really like journaling. I think this is a great way to start getting more organized. And like I said a million times in this video already, it's just so useful that it's everything you ever need in one little book, and that you can be as creative or as simple with it as you like. That's what I personally really like about bullet journaling. So yeah, since this is the very first little book that I completed, I don't think that I'm a professional, so all of the things that I said or tried to explain in this video are probably not done that well. So I hope it made sense for you, because I just try to explain it in my own words without having to look at the computer the entire time. So yeah, again, I don't think I'm a professional. I'm sure that there's lots of people who've been doing it for way longer than me who are way better at it. But I thought, just because I'm so passionate about it and just because I like it so much, that the next few days would all be a personal kind of look at these bullet journal things. So yeah, I'm very excited to start making these videos. I've been wanting to do them for a long time, and I've been planning it all out for weeks. So I really hope it goes well. I really hope you enjoy it as well, because again, I know it's different from the things that I usually do, but I just really like it, and I like to share things that I'm very passionate about, because that's usually how I do it here. I hope you will enjoy this little bullet journal adventure that I'm going to take you on, and yeah, you're gonna see a lot more of my face the next few days. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it's happening. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited, looking forward to it. So I hope you are as well. And if you're not, that's fine too. After this week, we're just gonna resume with the normal content, so don't worry about that either. It's not like I'm gonna start being like a Studygram bullet journal account or something. But yeah, this is a little introduction video, I guess. I don't know if this ends up being coherent or not, because I'm just kind of improvising and winging it at this point, but I hope you liked it. Hope you're excited. I am excited, and I will see you again tomorrow for another bullet journal video. I'm so excited. I never thought I'd actually got to say this. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye!